Shri Matre Namaha, Shri Rama Raksha, Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this secret content to you all. I'm offering a paid consultation or guidance service through email. If you want to avail it, you can mail me at vibehirights@gmail.com. Today, I'm going to talk about the awakening of the Kurma Avatar within you. This is the part 3 of the awakening of the Kurma Avatara. If you did not listen to my previous videos of the Kurma Avatara, which I have made in 2 parts already, I have recorded the 2 parts and uploaded the 2 parts already. And if you did miss it, go listen to that because it's a very valuable information for everyone who is in the ascension journey. It's a must to listen to these specific videos of the Kurma Avatara because it is going to happen with everyone who is in the ascension journey. So it's very, very, very important. In those previous 2 videos, I have shared my entire experience of the Kurma Avatara, the tortoise or turtle, and how it is connected to your chakras and what all will happen. Everything I've shared in my previous videos, and all those are my real experiences which I've shared and which I have been noticing through so many years of my ascension journey. Now this time, the just a few days back, there was a Kurma Jayanthi, and it was like a turmoil. It was like a volcano only. Literally, it was too heavy. And I'll tell you what all has happened and what will happen and how you have to tackle the future Kurma Jayantis. So if you listen to my all the previous experiences and this one, you will definitely will be able to deal with the Kurma Jayantis whenever they are going to come into your life, and you will know how to be during those times of the Kurma Jayanti or near to those times of the Kurma Jayanti. And Kurma Jayanti is not just a festival, or it's not just something which is connected to Vishnu, or it's not just some kind of a sacred day or something. It has a lot of deeper spiritual insights and meanings which I have been understanding since so many years now. And literally it just for every year, every Kurma Jayanti is passing by after my awakening journey, it in itself is awakening me like anything. So why this Kurma Jayanti is very, very special, let's discuss, and what will happen during Kurma Jayanti and how you have to be in the balance during the times of the Kurma Jayanti. That's very important. So how Kurma Jayanti and all these things happen? First, it is connected to Samudra Manthan. We all know when the churning of the celestial ocean happened between the Devas and Asuras, there will come a point where they will be so much like they are like a fighting for like a, we want head of the snake, or we want tail of the snake, or we will be holding this side of the snake, or we will be holding that side of the snake. They both are fighting, and there is no, while they are churning the ocean, because there is no stability there, and then they are unable to continue the process. So listen to it very carefully, because they are the Devas and Asuras. They are just pulling this snake towards their side, and they are just trying to churn the ocean milk, right? So the celestial ocean. So when they are doing it, when they're churning it, so what's happening is, it is like there is no stability. So one time the energy is getting pushed to one side, and other time the other energy getting pushed to the Deva side, or one time the energy getting pushed to the Asura side. So there is no balance in between, there is no stability in between, so there is no grounding in between. So that's the reason why Mahavishnu took the form of Kurma, and he entered into that ocean, and around above the Kurma there is the Mandara Parvat, and then the snake is coiled to the Mandara Parvat, and each of them have the both sides, and then they start churning the ocean. Now there is like a balance. Now, like, if you can see that if there is a Libra symbol, how it will be, it is like a tarazu means, we say tarazu, I don't know what it is, the weighing machine thing. So it has a pointer in between, and there are 2 sides where you can weigh. So if there is some product, so suppose if you are weighing jaggery, and in one of the thing, and the next one you put on the weight, so that you balance the jaggery, and the pointer shows, if there is a pointer in between, then it means, oh, this many kgs of jaggery, or whatever it is. So It is like, now how much the weight of the jaggery is, then you have to put on the same weights, then only it will be balanced, or it will come to the center. Otherwise what will happen, one side the weight will be very heavy, other side the weight will be very light, and the both will be imbalanced. The weight which is very heavy, it will go down, and the weight which is very less, the mass which is very less, it will come up, right? So why I am saying this, it is all connected, it is all connected. So when this churning happens, especially, and why this churning and why Kurma Jayanti comes on this day only, it's because during this time period, around the Kurma Jayanti, it will be beginning of the churning of your inner world. So lot of churning will happen, lot of triggers and tests will happen during this time every year around the Kurma Jayanti. So because the energies are like that, every festival is very, very important. I have already made some videos on some festivals. If you did miss it, go listen to that. So every festival, each and every festival of us, our rishis designed it in such a way that that festival itself can bring the balance and control the entire nature and environment, and bring in stability and harmony and balance in the environment. That is the reason why these festivals are designed in such a way where in the times of chaos, that festival comes in and we knowingly or unknowingly do certain things, and we balance ourselves and we reduce the intensity of those chaos. That is the reason why certain festivals come during certain time period, to teach us that balance and that stability. Again, that is the reason why also the Kurma Jayanti happens during that particular time period, because that particular time period itself brings in lot of churning within you, brings in lot of tests and triggers. So I have been observing that before the Kurma Jayanti, I was feeling very, very happy, happy. Suddenly, like some 2-3 days before Kurma Jayanti, suddenly all of a sudden situations happened. The everything, like it was like a planned, it was like something like literally a few days back before the Kurma Jayanti, I was like all fine, everything balanced, and suddenly everything started, I started to see everything is in imbalance. And whenever something like is in imbalance, I literally don't feel nice. I first want to like balance my inner state. Just want to see balance everywhere around. It's like my own nature. So whenever there is some kind of imbalance, I feel very, very, very uncomfortable. So I was like feeling very, very nice, but then there were certain situations created in my hologram where suddenly, out of the blue, out of every, I did not even expect that, like it was like sudden mess, sudden like exploit, like sudden kind of a mess, and sudden kind of a trigger, and sudden kind of everything like that happened, and I was not expecting it, but then it happened. And then after all that, I realized certain things. Like every year around this time, there is some kind of a deep digging happens, like in terms of your ascension journey, and maybe you are not aware of it. I have told you about my previous experiences also. I have listened, like I have understood it from my own videos. Like in my previous videos, I've told about my experiences, and I remembered my own experiences during the previous years. Then I understood, this is what is happening. Before, when these sudden testers and triggers and all this churning and all this imbalance which I am seeing around me, I did not understand anything. Why all of a sudden all these people are behaving like in such a way, or why everything is like I can see shadows everywhere. Like I can see the shadows and people everywhere. I can see things which are coming on to the surface for the release. But I was like so surprised why, so all of a sudden everything was very nice and happy, and all of a sudden why there is kind of a disturbance here, and why there is kind of a imbalance here. So when the things happened, when the things happened, I like during the day of Kurma Jayanti, during the night of the full moon, I did not even like sleep at all. Like I couldn't sleep. I was so worried. I was so feeling heavy. I was feeling so frustrated. I was not understanding anything, what to do, how to bring myself in balance, because some kind of like a trigger happened, and I couldn't like stop crying. Like I couldn't stop. All the tears were falling out of me, and I was continuously crying the entire Kurma Jayanthi night. I was like releasing a lot of things by crying, and I was releasing a lot of hurt and pain. Before that, also 2 days before Kurma Jayanthi, also my heart was feeling heavy because of certain incidences and experiences in my life. So I was feeling very heavy. I was not understanding what to do. My heart was aching like anything. I was feeling like somebody is taking a knife and they are like they are like trying to kill me. I felt literally like that. I was feeling like that somebody is taking a knife and they are just trying to uh, stab on my heart. It felt like that, and it felt very very heavy. I couldn't bear this much of density and heaviness within me. I was not understanding what to do. I started I was doing I was trying to create videos and for you all guys, and I was like very nice and I was chill kind of. But then suddenly during this time period, 2 days before Kurma Jayanti, I instantly felt like I have to do something to balance myself. I'll start my inner work from now on. I'll do something to, because I was not feeling good. I was feeling very uneasy. So I was not understanding how to balance this, how to ease myself. So I was trying everything. I was doing salt baths. I was trying to cleanse my aura. I was trying to calm myself down. I was trying to listen to music. But then the energy of the experiences which I had during those 2 days was so intense that I couldn't control myself. It was like too heavy. And I was writing affirmations like I'm safe, I'm balanced, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm balanced. Like everything I'm doing, like affirmations and affirmations and affirmations, like my toe chakra is healing, etc. All the things were happening, but still it was too much for me. It was too much to take in, because I was healing myself and I was doing a lot of shadow work and inner work for myself since a long time now. And the previous 2025 year, the entire year, also I did a lot of work on my toe chakra and all these things. But suddenly I felt like the entire year I have done the work, but then again in these 2 days, now everything, it felt like in these 2 days ruined everything. What's the use of doing the entire inner work for the entire 1 year, and then suddenly this is happening, and I couldn't take it, and I was like very very heavy, and I was feeling very very heavy. I was feeling very very like too much pain in my heart. And then I couldn't even say all these things to anyone, but I just kept it to all to myself. And everything, like I was overloaded with a lot of stuff within me, and there was no one around to say, even to share uh, about what's happening within me. So I just kept it to myself. And then the 2 days of heart pain and all these, and then on the night of the full moon of the Kurma Jayanti, it was even worse. And I was like, I couldn't sleep at all. I was like, now I was fed up with this kind of energy. Finally, like, I was crying and crying and crying, and I was praying to Vishnu. No, I'm unable to balance myself. Please bring me to balance. I was like praying and crying and praying and crying the entire night. I was not feeling sleepy at all. So when I was doing all this, I was praying and crying, and I was praying and crying, and I was like, I am unable to balance. Please take care of me. I don't know what is happening with me. So it was too heavy. My heart was aching. I was feeling very, very heavy. I felt like I am unnecessarily carrying so much weight, which is not even mine to carry. I was feeling so heavy. It's like if somebody is putting a lot of stones, heavy stones on you, how and that is more than your capacity, how you will feel. You will feel heavy. You will feel like drenched. You will feel your shoulders will pain, your body will pain, and it will be too much for you to carry. And maybe it's not for you, and it's like you cannot lift that much of weight, but still you are forced to lift that much of weight. And it was feeling too, and that is even not meant, which is even not meant for you. I felt like that. And it was weight which is not mine to carry. I felt like that unnecessarily I'm carrying a lot of weight, a lot of boat I'm carrying for myself. I felt like that. And there were also so many things around me. Not only this, there are also so many things were happening around me. So everything hit me together all at once, and I couldn't take it. And I was like, even after like so much of work, even after so much of inner work, shadow work, all these works and the things which I share with you all guys, even after all these things, I still felt like that way. And I was like, I couldn't take it. Please, please help me balance this out. I was like surrendered to Vishnu. And then what happened is I remembered that since few days only I was receiving some pictures. I was receiving the picture of the tortoise, which was in blue color, especially the blue crystal tortoise. That will only I will use for my thumbnail now. After I record this, when I edit it, I'll use that for thumbnail so that you all can also see it. Okay. So 2 days before, 2 or 3 days before, like some days before, I don't remember exactly when, but that some days before the Kurma Jayanti, already I suddenly it struck. After I did all that crying and all those things, after praying and after begging Vishnu literally to save me from this, because that night was horrible for me. Then suddenly I remembered that night only that I got a picture. I received a picture of the blue turtle, which was a crystal turtle. And then I also remembered my previous experiences of the Kurma Jayanti, which I myself have uploaded in my own YouTube channel. So I remembered all these things, and then I understood, that is the reason why Kurma Jayanti is celebrated, or Kurma Jayanti comes during this particular point of time. So now let's discuss the why. Because see, whenever there is a chaos, whenever there is an imbalance, Vishnu comes to balance, right? I told this line in many of my videos. I tell this every time, okay? And this is like a main thing which the main line which I like also in my own life. So these chows are there, these things are there, but then the Kurma Jayanti is coming and reminding you to stay stable, to stay grounded, to be centered. And that's the reason why the energies of the Kurma Avatara are present during that day of Kurma Jayanti, so that we can receive the grace of the Kurma, through which we can be stabilized. Whatever we were feeling before, I told you I was feeling a lot. I was like, everything was coming out of the surface. Like even my hologram was so weird during that time. Everybody, I don't know why, the family, friends, everybody, like I don't know what happened to everyone, but then everybody was also in there like very aggressive during that time period, and it was very intense during that time period. Everywhere in my hologram and within me also I was feeling very heavy, and nothing was nothing was nice at all during certain, during that time period. So this time period itself comes in such a way to churn you from within. It's like some kind of, imagine there is some kind of ocean, and deep, even after that ocean can be clean from the at the surface level, but then deep inside the ocean there is still a mud. Okay, so when this time periods of the Kurma Jayanti, the energies will be such that during before the times of Kurma Jayanti, that entire period, okay, that entire time period, like you can say like 1 week before and 1 week after. So it will be a time where the mud deep within will also be churned, and that entire mud will be coming to the surface. Now you can see first, let's divide the ocean into three parts: the first part and the middle part, and the surface part, the middle part, and the deeper part. Okay, so by looking at the surface, you can think that okay, ocean is clean and nice, and then you dig deep, a little bit more deeper when you get into the advanced level of spirituality, and you think that okay, the middle part is also very nice and it is very clean, and then you go into a little bit more deeper, and there also you can see okay, this is also nice, but then when you reach towards the end, near to the deeper part, the last part, more and more, then you can see the mud clearly from above. When you are at the surface level of the deeper part, the end part of it, you can think that okay, this is also nice, you can see things clearly, okay, it's going fine. But then the more deep you go, you can see the mud there, okay, the mud there which is not visible previously. So during the Kurma Jayanti, what happens is that mud which is not visible to you previously, that will also come to the surface for the cleansing, and it will come in such a force that you have to face it. There is no other way. It's like the shadows from the deep within comes to the surface in the hologram. It not just about me, it happens to everybody, but those of them who are aware of it, they can recognize it and they will work on it. So those of them who are not aware of it, they miss it, they just miss it. So this download is itself from the Vishnu, so that I speak my experience, so that others can also be aware of it whenever the Kurma Jayanthi comes, right? So when we are aware of it, we are able to recognize what is happening during that time period, how to deal with it, how to balance ourselves again. Okay, to how to restore that balance. We all are helping Vishnu in restoring that balance. So we are like a channel for the Vishnu. So it's not me speaking. My throat is something is happening in my throat. Good goody type of butterflies. Okay, it's not me speaking, it is Vishnu speaking through me. So now it's like deep within the surface the mud is coming, and you don't have any option left except to confront that. So whatever is happening within your hologram, just with an open mind, see what went wrong, what you can do to heal it, or what you can do to balance it. Sometimes what happens is, if there is a conflict or if there is something going on in the hologram, most people, 90% of the people, they always blame onto the others, like, okay, this person did that person did that, all these things. But for us who are in the spiritual journey, for us who are in that path of enlightenment, for us who are actually living a conscious has a conscious beings, what we have to do is always and always, if something comes, first try to think what you have to correct from within, what part you have to play, and how you can balance the things. Leave about the other person, whatever the other person have done, so and so XYZ, leave about all those things. Okay, whatever, no matter how much hurt other person gave you, no matter how much bad the conversation was, it might be, whatever it might be, it can be even the worst case scenario, even if the entire mistake is from the other person only, but still and still and still, I'm saying it again, just leave about the other person, because it is your hologram. Just even if the mistake is not from your side, but still you go within you and think how you can handle that situation more betterly the next time. What is the imbalance you are seeing within you, or what is the imbalance you are seeing within your hologram? If there is some kind of a thing which you can balance it out, you have to balance it out next time. If there is some kind of inner work which you have to do that inner work. If there is some part of you which is unhealed, which attracted that situation, which attracted that person or energy or that situation, you have to heal that thing. So always and always focus on yourself. It's like a pratyahara. You're taking the eyes inwards and you're seeing what is there within you which brought you that situation in your hologram. Just focus on yourself, because focusing on other person, it doesn't take you anywhere at all. If you are focusing on yourself, if you are changing your internal world, then that's the most important thing. Then you will ascend, you will pass the test, and you will move forward. Just whatever others are doing, what people are doing, whatever hurt they gave you, just forgive them, just let go of that situation, or let go of the people. If something is not resonating with you, it will leave automatically when you are aligned again. Okay, if something is meant to be with you, it will be. If something is not meant to be with you, it will leave. It can be a person, it can be a situation, it can be some kind of energy or vibration, whatever it could be. So first and foremost important thing for you to do is check within yourself what went wrong. Even with all the chows around me, I could have still slept very nicely, peacefully. But then the chows around me, which I've seen, it did not make me feel comfortable. I was feeling heavy. So what I did was, I focused on myself. I focused on the things that I am feeling heavy. What all symptoms I'm getting? First of all, I tried to cure those symptoms. First of all, I was feeling heavy. I was feeling like something, people are hurting me. I felt like I was feeling the hurt, right? First of all, I'm feeling it and I'm healing it. So that is also the part of the process. Don't bypass it. So the entire night I was shivering literally. I was feeling anxious. But then it was meant to happen, because that is the way where you feel it completely and you heal it, you release it. And anyway, full moon is the day to release certain things. So I focused on, yes, the thoughts about the things and the situations and the peoples and the dialogues, they were coming to me again and again and again and again. Overthinking was happening. But then I first focused on my body, because that's what more important for me. That was a priority for me, because I was shivering like anything. So first I calmed myself, I calmed my body. I was like shivering, so I stopped, like I gave affirmations, so that I can stay a little bit calm. I reduced that shivering, so that I can reduce that shivering. And I was feeling very heavy. I tried everything to reduce that heaviness, and then I prayed to Vishnu also to help me out with all these symptoms I'm feeling within my body. So first, yes, the background, all the voices and the all the things and the all the people and how they hurt me, all these things will go on. That is a common human mind. If something happens within your life, the things will go on run in your mind. That is common. But then I brought the awareness to my body. I brought the awareness to how I am feeling. So first I tried to ease myself. I tried to balance my energy. First I worked on my energy. I tried to balance my energy. I tried to center myself. I calmed myself down. I wrote affirmations. I did all the things, and then I prayed to Vishnu also, because at the end of it, because it was too heavy for me. Some things we do everything, but then some things we cannot. It will be like more to us, like we cannot take so many things together all at once. And then during that time period, we definitely need divine help. So this is the main reason also I'm making this video, because sometimes if it's unbearable, take help. Divine is always there to help you. Okay. And during that night only, I created very beautiful shot of the turtle wisdom. You can watch that shot also of the turtle which I have made during the Kurma Jayanthi. That's a very beautiful shot, which itself will explain everything in one line. So, and it's like Kurma Jayanthi. Why the Kurma Avtara is coming, and why it is blue turtle only? Because blue turtle are the wisdom holders. The turtles are the wisdom holders. So they are some species which live for very long, like snakes and turtles. They live for so many hundreds of years, and they know what's happening. They have seen in some generations. Okay, so if they are like 3 generations, they have seen the 3 generations. They are the organisms which stay for very long, and they know the wisdom. They are the knowers. They are the wisdom keepers. They know what's happening and what's going to happen, how the people are going to react. So they are the wisdom keepers. So these turtles, they pour in that wisdom and that knowledge and that stability for you. And especially in our culture, in our stories, Kurma Avtara is already there. So whenever, during this time periods, or any time whenever you feel like, you just connect with the Kurma Avtara. I have made one video on how to connect with the divine energies. You can watch that video, you can listen to that video. So when during this time period, I just pray to, please balance me, please stabilize me. You are like God of stability, please stabilize me, like that. I was like begging, literally I was crying also. So during that time period, I was poured into that wisdom. When I started praying to Kurma Avtara during the Kurma Jayanti itself, that wisdom poured in within me, that okay, these things are happening because of these things. Because I've already seen a blue turtle. Blue color means throat chakra. Throat chakra means the blue color. Blue color is also communication. All these things, one by one, I was trying to understand. So it's already like a will be like a, and everywhere around me, like people were communicating with each other. Miscommunication was happening with each other, and everywhere around me I can see something is linked with communication only. Something is linked with throat chakra only, and the chows are also linked with throat chakra only. So it's not just me, it's not just my family, it's not just something which is happening with me, but also outside, also on the road also I've seen, okay, some incidences happened on the road also. And there also people were like communicating with each other, not properly, not in a balanced way. So again, I remembered that picture. That wisdom poured into me after my entire crying and feeling bad, and all these things were over. After I like struggling to heal myself, and I finally healed myself. Then that wisdom poured in within me. Okay, you got this picture during since few days you were getting these pictures, and that is the meaning of these pictures, and this was meant to happen, and that was meant to happen, and this will take you to the deeper level of awakening, and this is like a more deeper journey, and this is like it's like a new level of wisdom for you. And all these things were popping up for me. And then I also got the answers for so many things. In my previous video of the Kurma Avtara, I told you that they are like some mystical symbols of the on the tortoise. And then I also got like a post somewhere. I was just today, I just before recording this, I like googled one of my experiences. Then I got a post. In that entire post there is a goddess, a Mexican goddess, and that goddess created the a blue turtle. And this blue turtle is the wisdom keeper. If you want, you can research more about this. And that goddess, I don't remember exactly the name of the goddess because honestly it is difficult to pronounce. So the Mexican goddess, he have created the blue turtle because these blue turtles are the wisdom keepers, and it is like a blue oceans. Blue is connecting to the skies and ocean. So this was written in the post, and also it was giving a proof of all my experiences, whatever I've experienced. In my previous video also I told you that these turtles, they have, especially some turtles, they have specific symbols and all these things. So that entire post, like in that whatever was written, it is actually confirming my experiences, whatever experiences I already had. So then I thought that okay, and then I was like getting the downloads of, first of all I was like, okay, I'm getting some experience and all these things. I just ignored it. But then it's like the entire conclusion happened for me to make this video, that today I'm supposed to make this video because first I have to experience all these things. First I have to experience all these things and then I have to make the video. So to conclude all my experiences and all, and then I have to make a video. And then that post came as a confirmation about my experiences, what all experiences I had. The same experiences they were describing in that blog, that there is some kind of a Mexican goddess and she created the blue turtle, and blue turtle is a symbol of wisdom and wisdom keeper. And also the blue turtle also have certain signs and symbols. In my previous video I told you there are some turtles and spirit beings who have certain types of signs and symbols. And also in my own dream I saw like some kind of a turtle, and then there was some kind of crystal or stone, something which is very glowing in the on the shell of the turtle. And I was like, what is this? This is very strange and this is very different. And then in that same post it is also written that this crystals and are connected, and the shells of the turtles are very glowing and they're crystalline, and all these things are written in that post. So I was like so surprised. Oh wow, it means what all experiences, like all my experiences made sense. All the things like concluded it. The entire puzzle like got finished. I feel like the entire puzzle like got created and it joined itself. All the pieces joined together, and then it became a conclusion for me that okay, these all things will happen, right? So whenever the Kurma Avtara and the Kurma Jayanthi comes, these kind of things will happen. But the turtle spirit animal or the Kurma Avtara are reminding you to come to your center, to stay balanced, to be stable no matter what is happening in your life. So all these things I had to say. And also there is the Mexican goddess, I have mentioned about it, and there are certain crystals, or the turtle shell itself can be look like a crystal, or you can see turtles like that in your dream, like just like my experiences. And then there is also a grandmother turtle codes. This is same grandmother, no matter in different parts of the world, no matter how they are calling and what they are calling, it is same energy actually, basically. So the grandmother turtle codes is nothing but the turtle codes which that the goddess, the feminine energy, is giving us these turtle codes so that we remain stable and balanced no matter what is happening. So this grandmother turtle codes are connected to mother arc also. So this is the divine mother, cosmic mother, in the form of a turtle codes which we are receiving. Sometimes it's the cosmic mother and sometimes it's the cosmic father. So what this turtle is teaching you, based on that you will understand what kind of a energy you're receiving. Some, if it is energy of being into your feminine power, or step coming into this feminine power, or holding space for others, or being in that unconditional love, then it is coming from the grandmother turtle course. Okay, so you can see grandmother also, some grandmother like a cosmic divine mother energy in your dream, or you can see like a turtle which is like a more feminine-ish and like that. And sometimes you might see some turtle which is trying to tell you that you have to step into your power, you have to speak your truth, no matter how what others are thinking, no matter what is happening, no matter how bad others are feeling. But you don't have to compromise all the time. You have to speak for yourself, you have to stand for yourself. And if you don't do that, your toe chakra will be blocked again. Okay, so this was a message. This it can also be message, and if it is that kind of a message, then it can be a masculine energy or the Vishnu Kurma Avatara energy, which is trying to help you, which is trying to push you to speak your truth, to share your wisdom, no matter what is happening, no matter how much of opposition is coming, no matter how others are interpreting it, but still you have to do your work, you have to do your purpose, no matter what others are thinking about you. It doesn't matter. You have to stand in your space, you have to hold that space, you have to speak your truth, no matter what. Okay, so you have to heal your throat chakra, you have to open your throat chakra, you have to speak, you have to own your right, you have to own your power, you have to stand into your power. I just saw 3443. Okay, it's mirroring. So based on what you have to heal or which side of the energy you have to heal, you can receive all this information. Okay, so sometimes it can be both. You have to understand where you have to speak and where you have to be silent, and this is the something which I have, like, I'm trying to like this year I'm trying to understand this thing more. Like, it's not always about speaking. Sometimes you have to be silent also, and you have to listen to others. When you are listening to others, you will get more information from others. But if you're not listening from to others, you are only sharing your perspective, and you will never understand others' perspective. And sometimes listening to others' perspective can help you gain more knowledge. So when you listen, you gain more knowledge. So you have to apply both things. You have to understand where you have to be silent and allow others to speak, and also you have to understand where you have to speak and share your opinions, share how you're feeling about others, share what is your opinion, what is your perspective to others, and that is also important. And if you are not clearly stating or sharing what you're feeling about others, or what is your perspective towards certain situation or certain thing or certain condition or certain scenario, then others will never understand you. They will only misjudge you, or they will only assume things about you. So until and unless you speak clearly, or until and unless you share your opinion or perspective, no matter how others will think about it, but you have to first of all share your opinion. What their reaction towards that is secondary. But then if you are continuously suppressing your own opinions and perspective about certain things, then your throat chakra will be blocked. So if you don't want your throat chakra to be blocked, then you have to share your perspective, you have to share your opinions, you have to communicate clearly. Okay, this is about speaking. So when you speak, others will have less chance of misunderstanding you. You will actually manifest to those people or those situations who are actually aligned with you, and whatever which is not aligning with you, or whatever which is not accepting the real you, okay, that will leave. It can be people, or it can be situations, it can be anything, that will leave. And you need those situations and those people who are actually connected to your authentic self. So if you are not speaking, then you are not clearly communicating or not clearly living your authentic life. So that's the reason why you have to live your authentic life. You have to communicate authentically, so that right energy will be connected with you, and whatever which is not aligned with you will leave you. So something, after you communicate clearly, whatever is, even after you speak your truth, even after you speak your perspective, whatever is staying, that is the real people, or that is the real person who are meant to be with you. Or if it is not, even after if something is not letting you being your authentic self, then it is okay to lose that. Okay, so you don't have to think much about it. So even after you being authentic, even after you sharing your opinions, and something is still staying, it means that that is meant to stay. So you don't have to bother about what is staying or what is leaving. It can be people, or it can be situations, it can be energies, it can be scenarios, whatever it is. So be authentic and speak. The other side of the coin is, you have to be silent when somebody is speaking. You have to allow them to speak. You have to give them the space to speak. Then only you will be able to gain knowledge of what is the other side of the coin, or what is the perception, other side of the perception. Sometimes we only we perceive something, and we just try to share that perception with everybody else, but then we forget that we also have to listen to other perspectives. We also, there can be other opinions also, they can be two sides of the coin also. So sometimes staying silent is also very important as much as staying trying to speak. So you have to balance both. You have to know when to stay silent and when to speak. So being silent doesn't mean that you are just you are not expressing yourself, or you are not you are being submissive, or you somebody is dominating on you. No, sometimes if you are silent, then you will understand the other person much betterly. Okay, much betterly. Then you will be, being silent means, it means that you are holding space for somebody, so that they can enter your energy, they can enter, they can, so that they will be able to love you the more, the way they can. It means that you are holding space and you are allowing somebody to give you that love, or that perception, or that understanding. You are receiving their love, and you are receiving their perception, you are receiving the understanding. So it's about holding space and letting others come into that space and help you grow more spiritually, energetically, in all the ways. So because we are only and only sharing, we are only and communicating, sometimes what happens is we are not allowing the other energies, we are not allowing the opposing energies, or we are not allowing the other perspectives to come in. If you are not allowing the other perspective, you are never be able to know what is the other side of the coin, what is the other perspective, how you can see certain situation with other lens also. So you will miss on so many things when you don't listen. So it's very important to speak as well as it is very important to listen. So if you have a good ear, then you can accumulate a lot of knowledge. Sometimes people forget that they just don't have to speak all the time, they also have to listen, they also have to be silent. Then only you can receive that knowledge from the other side, or then only you will be able to understand more things, you will develop a lot of knowing, you will be able to share more bonding with other person. So sometimes it's only you sharing, and sometimes it's you only speaking. Then how you are allowing the space and nourishment or unconditional love for the other person to be able to communicate with you? So it's only you sharing your energy, but then you are not receiving others energy or love or knowing or knowledge or intelligence or whatever it could be. So it's equally important to stay silent in some situations, and it's also important to stand up and speak for yourself in certain situations. So this creates a balance. This creates yin and yang, this creates sun and moon, this creates speaking versus listening, this creates a balance, a perfect balance of your throat chakra. And also, why in this I'm talking about the throat chakra, because it is blue turtle. C is not only in the sacral chakra, but also C can be in the throat chakra. So this is something which is deeper, which you have to experience it yourself, something which shouldn't be told like this. It is something which is deep, which comes in the deeper levels of meditation or samadhi experiences, where you will experience a deeper levels of water even in the throat chakra. So this blue turtle is in the deep levels of waters of the throat chakra, which is helping you, which is giving you the wisdom of listening and also speaking, the wisdom of staying silent and also speaking when you need to speak or when you need to be silent. So this is the wisdom of turtle wisdom. Okay, this is the grandmother turtle codes, or this is the knowledge which the Mexican goddess is giving us. This is knowledge which the Kurma Avtara is giving us. So this was all about the blue turtle and the blue turtle codes, which I have been receiving, and I also shared with you all what all I have received. And let me know in the comment section below if you had any kind of a turtle experiences around this Kurma Jayanthi or not, and which kind of a turtles you are seeing as a synchronicity, or did you see the turtle or not, or are you watching any turtle wisdom quotes or not, or and also they in also I wanted to mention in the cartoon like the animated, there is also some kind of a turtle walks very slowly, but it is very stable. But other people there in the race, they are like they were very fast, but turtle reaches them, completes the goal. Why? Because it is very stable. So these are like cartoons, and if you are interested, you can watch these cartoons also, because you will be poured in with a lot of turtle wisdom and turtle quotes. And let me know in the comment section below, like how the grandmother turtle codes are influencing you, and how, like, did you like a turtle on turtle, like, do you like a growing turtle has a pet, like some people, they like petting the turtles, and they take care of turtles, and the turtles are there in the house. In my previous video also, I've explained my own experiences. And let me know how it's going with you. And also, there is a series of Avatar Last Bender. In that also, the turtle, the lion turtle, comes and gives the Avatar very important message. That important message only I have made it in the form of a short. You can watch the short if you want to. So he tells the Avatar that you have to be so balanced and so stable that you will be able to bend that villain without getting influenced by his negativity. Okay, without, no life should wither you. It will be like that, and that will be in the court, and you can see that. So that turtle wisdom, lion turtle wisdom, is also very nice. And these turtles throughout the series, they keep helping the avatars. Okay, so if you are interested, you can watch the Avatar Last Airbender, especially the turtle scenes, the lion turtle scenes, where the turtle pours in a lot of wisdom. And if you feel connected to Kurma Avatara, you can see the serials of Kurma Jayanthi, Kurma Avatara serials and all these things. So that you will be able to connect with the turtle codes. And also, if you are interested, you can research more about the Mexican goddess and the turtle, sea turtle, and all these things. Okay, so this was all about the Kurma Jayanthi, the hidden secrets of the Kurma Jayanthi, which I have revealed to you all, guys. So like, share, and subscribe for all my efforts. And also for like, I have did a lot of hard work. After my entire experiences, I have been sharing all the things honestly with you all. So do like, share with everybody who needs this information, because this information is very important. It happens in everybody's life, but maybe people are not aware of it. So if you share these videos with your spiritual community or groups, then you will be helping a lot of people who are still not aware of this kind of a things. And then they will be, at least it will be like a help for them, at least for next time whenever certain things come, they will be able to balance themselves. So turtle teaches us balance, grounding, and stability, which is very important for all of us in our life, without which we cannot be balanced. It will be a chaos, complete chaos. We will be pulled to either of the sides, which can be good or bad, dark and light, all these things. It's not about getting pulled towards one side. It's about creating stability and balance, which I again and again emphasize on. Okay, so if you want the people to be stable and balanced, do share it with everybody who needs this information, because this is very important. Okay, so I'm speaking out of my own experience. Without this balance, because without this grounding and stability, it will be very difficult for us to survive. So that's was all about the Kurma Avatara, and I pay my sincere gratitude to the Divine Mother and Cosmic Mother and Cosmic Father for all this wisdom and knowledge. And also, what all I have experienced now. I'm grateful that this wisdom poured in, and this wisdom itself saved me from the situations of the sleepless nights and the anxiety and all these things which I faced. Otherwise, it would be very horrible for me if I couldn't understand this, if I did not understand this wisdom, if I did not join these puzzle pieces. Then I'm doing the work, healing myself, in doing the inner work. I started my inner work. But then if this did not come to me, if I did not understand this, then the things would have been more bad for me. So this wisdom itself saved me. This subtle wisdom itself saved me. So do share it to other people also, so that you can help them in saving themselves. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Shri Mate Namaha.